Looking back and throws up the middle. Rose is on his way around. Picked up by Otis.
Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? I say, here comes the boom, ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Boom, here comes the boom, ready or not. How you like me now?
You don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
You are watching live the best damn Cincinnati sports podcast this side of the up-and-coming Wawa and Liberty Center. My name is Santori Miles. We got Cincy James. We got Bengal Dad. We got Greg Luther. We got people in the comment sections. How we doing? How we doing?
Ready to move to week 2. How about that?
Ready, set, let's roll.
Let's do it. Got the Reds on. We're winning. Coming up to bat. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, we got an interesting game to talk about. Lots of stuff going on.
Yes, sir.
What are you eating, Santori?
Cookies.
Cookies?
What kind of cookies?
I don't know. Whatever comes in the tube.
Weren't you just saying you ate too much Taco Bell before the show started?
That comes in a tube? That's a big tube.
Just say, man.
It's all about the girth.
You're talking about the Nestle's.
All about the girth.
Let's also explain why it's shirtless Santori again. So he has just informed us of some interesting news. He will not be clothed on the show until the Bengals win. That's what he said.
You pulled off a what's his name? Who's the guy that was in the billboard? Wildman Walker.
I will not shave until the Reds win 2 straight World Series.
Oh, well, you're going to be having a beard like.
No other.
You know what? Why not?
I like the unofficial plug there too. Let's see. Yes, Mom, we're all in a good mood. We're ready to have some fun.
Are we in a good
I am.
Don't you talk for me. Gentlemen, what's up, Crypt? Tyler? Poor Joe.
Tyler.
I can say meh. So,
Meh.
yes. Paul says, I'm off my pity pot and on to Baltimore. Who day? Yeah, me too.
filler?
And Mom is wanting to know if it's bottoms as well. I don't think we can show that, so.
Can't show it. I'll give you a hint. There are bottoms, and they say Pizza Planet.
Nice. Toy Story.
Okay. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something that we normally do after a game. I don't know that it's worth it because I don't think there was anything really worthy to give out. Game balls.
Oh,
I think we stay away from that.
yes. Let's just double up on that next week.
Yes, we can do that. We'll each give 2 next week. But all right. So
I mean, Dak still caught the one that bounced in his lap.
All right. Can I give a game ball out? Jermaine Pratt gets a game ball. He did a hell of a job. I got to give one to Jermaine Pratt.
okay. I thought we were doubling up. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So what we're here to talk about, as he's still stuffing the cookie. No, or is it still a cookie?
It's just a cookie. It's
Is
still
it
a
still
cookie.
Same cookie?
Yes, it's a big cookie.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
A lot of girth.
You need to bring some of those over here.
I got a tube.
Wait. Okay. You got to show the tube. Do you have the tube?
Come on. I want to buy some myself after when we get off.
I think he's talking about the Nestle's tube that you just cut and bake. He's not
Yeah.
talking about a tube.
Oh, wait. Do you eat it straight up from the tube? Because I eat cookie dough straight up sometimes.
No, they baked them.
I thought you meant there's some tube monstrosity that you can get somewhere.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, like a
No.
Pringles chips tube or something?
No, it's the dough tube.
Okay. Yeah. I got you.
Santori, I just peel it off and just eat it straight up, man.
You peel everything you eat. It's okay.
I know, right?
Oops. What did I do here? Okay. So what we're here to talk about, if I actually have it. Did I delete it? I might have deleted it. Ravens at Bengals. That's what we're here to talk about.
We have sponsors, James.
Oh, you want to do that first?
Sure.
I'm down with the sponsors.
Set the scene. You've just lost to the Browns. It's a rainy Sunday afternoon. You're very depressed. Your AC's not working. And your fridge just quit on you.
I need some mead.
You need mead because you're going to drink your problems away. Don't do that, though. Be a responsible adult. Brought to you by Brimming Horn Meadery. It's Viking sweat in a bottle. Drink it to feel Viking-like. Use our code HOODAY9 for 15% off 2 bottles or more. Basically covers shipping, even to New Jersey and Montana, for some select bottles. Don't get cocky. I'm looking at you, Montana.
And they got a gold medal.
They got a gold medal. They won an award for a small rural farm who hits best left-handed at night. It's a great place.
Delaware Rural Small Business of the Year.
Yeah, against lefties.
And they've been winning awards since 1997. So they know what they're doing with the mead.
How many companies are in the small rural Delaware competition?
They got like 7.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I have no idea. Delaware's not a big state, so I don't know.
My back hurts. I need a new mattress.
I want to hear from the three-way city.
Noodles slurping.
We've also got Three-Way City, bringing the sights and culture of Cincinnati to fashion. Named after the traditional Cincinnati-style chili spaghetti, our good friend Adam founded Three-Way City with this in mind. From hats to shirts to jackets, grab a piece of Cincinnati on threewaycity.com today. Speaking of chili, I messaged Dana Beers because he says he's going to be at the tailgates this weekend. And I said, do I need to bring 2 cans of chili so that we can chug them? We'll see if he gets back to me.
Speaking of chili, one of the main chili places found out that I can handle hot sauce today.
Yes, they did.
Here we go.
May have taken them 6 months, but it's okay.
They copped to it. They copped to it. They're like, hey, 6 months late, but...
In other news, before we get started, and I am someone that is typically happy to eat crow because James says that I am one of the most negative people that he's ever met in his life.
What?
And I bring down his sparkle with my negativity.
I have never said that in my life.
He said,
I've never said I have sparkle,
he said that I am the blackout blinds in his beautiful sunroom. But with that being said, it's time for me to eat crow. I don't know when it's going to get here. I haven't found one to order yet.
Oh, no.
But back in February, somewhere on this show, I said that if the Reds win 75 games, that I would dress in a yellow polka dot bikini, jump in the Ohio River, and that the first 10 people to like the post and 10 people didn't. But I guess I'm just put it out there again. Can spray me with ketchup and mayonnaise once I get out of the river. Now, logistically speaking, it is very hard for me to get access into the Ohio River. So
without getting arrested.
Yeah. So I think what's going to end up happening is I am going to wear a bikini top of my wife's choosing, stand in my shower, and let her squirt me with ketchup and like mustard all over me.
I think you should get arrested.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, Tori, I'll drive you late at night. I got a black car, man. I'll drive you late at night. We'll do it quickly.
With that being said, I know that there are still some expectations with the Reds, but I think everybody in the city would agree that they have far exceeded our expectations from this season.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard for me as somebody that changes. I do move the goalposts as the season goes on, because as I see what's happening, I get different expectations during the year. But, man, good job, guys. I didn't think there was a shot in hell that they would win more than 65 games. And the fact that they are currently a game out of the wild card race with 2 weeks to go is – I mean, if you'd have told me that in February, I would have laughed at your face. I probably would have said, I'll jump in the river in a bikini and you can cover me in ketchup when I come back, which is now –
Was it ketchup or mayo? I think
it was ketchup and mayo.
Okay. I knew there was mayo in there.
The logistics of squirting mayo at my face, I'm not a fan of putting that on the internet. So we're going to switch it to mustard. So if you would like to join, I'm sure at some point there will be a date. I'm not sure if it's going to be anytime in the next 2 days or not. But once we have a bikini that fits, we will come over and squirt ketchup on me in my shower.
I think you get one of those like $9-10 kiddie pools, the plastic kiddie pool, and stand in that, put water in it, and then.
I'm not against it. I'll do it. People can even pay. We could raise money for this.
I'll take you to a cold mushroom.
Squirt ketchup on Santori as he eats crow.
Yep.
Do it at a tailgate.
No.
Maybe we'll do it Sunday.
That would be horrible. Going
Cover
into the
me
game,
in ketchup.
No, that'd be horrible.
Listen, Matt's the one that's going to have to sit next to my ketchup-covered ass for 3 hours.
Crip said a bet's a bet. The Ohio River it is, and with laughing face, of course.
Well, didn't you say you jump naked in the Ohio River? If we want to,
I did not say naked. No, I would do the polar plunge. I'll drive up to Cleveland and do that ice cold thing if I win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Dad said he'd drink whiskey. Still waiting on that day.
We were close.
I still got a little bit of Blanton's just left. If you guys were on the show last week, me and James did an emergency show for Joe Burrow's contract. I had a thing of Blanton's that I'm saving the rest, let's just say in February, and I drank some, and I'm savoring it every time a big moment happens.
All right.
Rob came in on cover me in ketchup. Not sure.
No, Santori,
Leave it there. You got to watch it back.
we should play the song by Def Leppard while we're doing this. Pour some sugar on me.
I'm not. We'll make it a stripper video. It'll be great. Everybody at my place of employment will
If
see it
only
and
you
wonder
had
what's
your
going
long
on.
hair. If only you had your long hair.
Shit. Maybe that's how I'll get around it. I'll say when I grow my hair back out. I can whip my ketchup hair around in the shower.
So there is something that I do want to bring up. So a certain somebody on the Bengals did a thing to get all the bad mojo. Joe Burrow cut his hair.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
And he looked like a Gen Z toddler anymore.
Yeah, he was asked. He said, "When do you know it's time for a haircut?" And he said, "When you put up a performance like I did Sunday." There you go.
Curse is broken.
Cut all the bad mojo off.
I'm glad those are our curses now, not that Bo Jackson crap for like 32 years.
It's done, right?
All it takes is a haircut. Our lives are so much easier.
That me taking all my minutes, and I can't. Look, I love Midwest, but I can't go there Saturday night. Bad luck, can't do it.
Yeah. Well, and plus we're going to be eating at that house, so
yep,
figuring something out.
Yeah, there's a house that James, Greg, and I rented, so that's going to be a wild party.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Bengal Dad, you coming?
Oh, I don't think I may come over and say hey.
You don't?
Is it in Loveland?
No,
Westchester.
Westchester. Okay.
Normally, when I rent houses with groups of people, I do it in Loveland. It's because we hang out at the river, but I figured I just went for something that was a little bit more affordable. Oh, Parker's going to be there, too. It's going to be a wild and crazy time.
Yep, Parker Blake, for anybody that doesn't know just the name Parker.
Yeah.
Offensive line guru. But, all right. Well, let's get to it.
Well, first off, I'm going to keep derailing you.
Uh-oh.
Because we haven't done one of these Wednesday shows in like a while.
Yeah, derail away.
We need to go over our picks from last week.
Yes. No,
because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not claiming that I am the smartest person here. But the data says what the data says. We don't disagree with statistics. You are what your record says you are. The Lions game. Bengal Dad, you picked the Chiefs. Greg, you picked the Chiefs. You are wrong.
Is this how we're doing it?
Cincy James and I picked the Lions.
Woo!
Panthers and Falcons. Bengal Dad, you picked the Panthers. I picked them to tie. That was my wild hair of the week. We were wrong. The Falcons and Desmond Ridder are still undefeated at home for like the last 8 years of his career. He's never lost a home.
Desmond Ridder, home record.
Oh my God.
This is going to take forever.
Yeah. Why don't you just make a spreadsheet and put it up there?
There is a spreadsheet. I can't put it up there. No, this is more entertaining. Santori, Bengal Dad, Cincy, James, and Greg. We got swept on the Bengal game. Oops. However, we redeemed ourselves with the Jags and Colts. We all picked the Jags. We all won. We all got swept by the Vikings. We can't just all keep picking the same team.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Cincy James, you picked the Titans.
I did.
You lose.
I lose.
The Saints won. The rest of us are winners. Me, I picked the Steelers. Oops. With their 1 yard at halftime, they let me down. We all got the Commanders right. We all got the Ravens right. I was the only one to get the Packers right. I was the only one to get the Raiders right. We all got the Eagles right. I got the Dolphins right. Cincy James got the Dolphins wrong. Right. Jesus. Chargers. They let Greg and Cincy James and Greg and Dad down. I can't talk. We all got bought into the Seahawks and Geno Smith, and we all got let down.
Pesky Rams.
I and Greg and me. Greg and I don't know how that works.
Greg.
I should. I have a master's degree in English. Both picked the Cowboys. We both won. Bengal Dad and Cincy James both put giant L's on that one.
I only lost by a little bit.
40 burger.
Goose egg.
And then all of us got tripped up by the Achilles heel of Aaron Rodgers. Literally. Buffalo Bills, you let us down.
Thanks a lot, Glenn. Just kidding.
Starting in last place, we have Bengal Dad at 6-10.
It's not how you start. It's how you finish.
Tied for the middle, Cincy James and Big Sexy Greg at 8-8.
Did you say tied for the middle?
Yeah, I don't. Is it second or third? I don't know. Is it second or third?
That's second.
Time for
Well,
second. Yeah.
So are you in fourth or third?
I'm in fourth.
There's no third place. Screw it. There,
Greg and Cincy James are the first losers.
they are the Marvin Lewis of this competition this week.
We're the Jeff Fisher. 8-8.
All right.
Yeah, we're
Then yours truly 10-6.
Blind squirrel.
Blind squirrel finds a nut. I got tripped up by my homeboys, the Steelers and the Bills.
your homeboys. Ew. I don't ever want to hear you say my homeboys, the Steelers, ever
No,
again.
they were homeboys, comma Steelers. The Bengals tripped me up. I took them.
As Patrick Mahomes found out, it's really important to put a comma in there.
That comma's a bitch. I'll tell you what.
Mm-hmm. It's tough.
It's the difference between helping your jack off an elephant and helping your uncle jack off an elephant.
Oh,
That comma matters.
it does. It
That's a
matters
good
a
one.
lot.
All right.
The time?
We got week 2 picks.
Third time's a charm?
Bengals and Ravens. Cincy James, who you taking?
No, or we're going to talk about them.
All right. They're purple and orange. Who you taking?
Game preview.
Game preview.
They're hurt. We're not. Who you taking?
You don't want to talk about the game?
What's there to talk about? I got nothing to go off of.
Come on, man.
No talking about the game?
All-time series. Ravens lead 28-27. There's your stat.
Time for us to tie that thing up.
Yes.
I said it right before we came on. There are some injuries for the Ravens. Mark Andrews was limited. Marlon Humphrey still hasn't practiced. Tyler Linderbaum did not practice. Ronnie Stanley and Marcus Williams. So they got 2 starting offensive linemen that have not practiced this week. We'll see what happens if they actually make it into the practice report in a good way. I don't know if they're going to do it. I think they're going to be down 2 guys.
Greg, what are you?
This is the third straight home game that the Bengals have hosted the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to go 3-0 with that.
Yes.
Greg, what are your keys to victory?
Keys to victory. So let's see.
We
here.
always got to give 2. You
No,
start.
Okay.
Then we're going to Bengal Dad. Then we're going to Cincy James.
Can
I
I
got to come up with a key to the victory.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 of
Can I
them.
Can I name a certain player that's a key to the victory?
No.
Okay.
Well, we got
for it.
sleeper player of the week, so we can do
Okay.
that.
Keys to victory: keep Lamar in the pocket. Keep him in the pocket. That is my biggest key. Do not let him get out of the pocket. Make him become comfortable. Like Santori, you always said, he's inaccurate. Make him throw. Make him play in the pocket.
I agree. Bengal Dad? Key to victory?
I think, is it one key or two?
One for now.
One, maybe two, three.
Well, it's
Who
going to be the
knows?
same key that I said last week that didn't happen. We have to get off to a fast start and have the Ravens chase us.
You've been saying that for like 20 years.
That's it. You want to force the Ravens to throw the ball. I keep hearing about how elite this throwing offense is. Let's see it. Get the lead. Force them to go one-dimensional in the air with Lamar. Let's see what happens. I trust Lou.
Yes.
Lamar is well on his way to 6,000 yards,
Yeah.
as he said that he wanted to do. I believe, let's see, he has 169 yards in one game. So
Which means he'd need about 38 games to get that done.
on the way.
He's on the way.
Yeah, that quick math.
My key is hand the rock off to Joe Mixon. I want to see more Joe Mixon. I think that he really showed some stuff last week. He showed that he hasn't lost a step. He was making people miss. So he actually had several long runs. I want to see more Joe Mixon.
This is going to sound very contradictory to what Greg said, but I want to explain it.
But it's your key, not his. So it's
Listen,
okay.
It's okay.
it proves he's right and wrong at the same time, which is really weird. Lamar Jackson, when kept clean last week, went 15 for 15 from the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty darn good. It doesn't really get better than that at all, actually, statistically speaking. It was perfect. Pressure him. The Dolphins showed it like 2 years ago. I'm not saying go cover zero because I don't like cover zero. I don't like it.
Don't do that again.
I don't like cover zero. But if you go cover one, bring some heat, run some man, make him poop. He's done that in games before. He's had to leave.
This is true.
Okay? And the most important key to the game, score more points than the other team.
There it is. We got as Tyler said, we've got the Raven killer, AJ Green, in the house as ruler of the jungle.
And he's like really excited about it. Like
yes.
This man never posts on Instagram. I think he's posted about that like 6 times in 2 days.
Yes, he has.
It's great. So
I don't think I've heard him say like 8 words since we drafted him.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's going to be leading the Who Dey chant.
It'd be neat if players could wear like a throwback number of somebody else.
He needs to be in full uniform up there.
Yes, he does.
Helmet and everything.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Who Dey chant with the mouthpiece in.
Ooh. Get the one that has the kazoo.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. Any more keys to the game?
Joe Burrow needs to be Joe Burrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Throw the ball, not like a shot put.
Shiesty.
Well, this isn't really key to the game. I want to ask you guys, watching Joe Burrow's press conference, he says his calf's a little sore. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm trying to be positive, but here's my thinking. I think he's still going to be a little rusty, but a hell of a lot better than last week. We all agree with that?
I don't think it's hard to be better than last week.
Yeah.
That's a pretty low bar. He could.
Yeah, I know it's a low bar, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. 82 yards, I think he had.
Yeah. Hey, let's go for 84.
I posted a stat because my Bengal dad called me this morning and yelled at me and said I need to post more direct stats. He says I always say vague stats. So you always say about. So where's the exact number? Where's the decimal? So I got one for you, but I can't remember the exact number. So I'm sorry.
Nice.
Last year, with a clean pocket, Joe Burrow completed 71.6% of his passes.
It's pretty good.
It was 11 out of like 21. It's actually kind of middle of the pack, but it's still a high number. The thing is, he completed like 68% of his passes when he wasn't kept clean, so there wasn't much of a variance.
Yeah.
Sunday, when he was kept clean, he completed like 52% of his passes.
Ugh.
And there were 3 drops in there. He was what was it? It was 11 of 20 or 11 of 21. Like, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Whatever that number was, I still think he probably jammed his thumb a little bit. I know everybody's kind of like trying to squash that right now, but he was tugging and pulling and rubbing on his thumb for like a
He
solid
squashed it
quarter.
himself. He said there was no thumb injury, is what he said. But
I don't believe that for a second.
I'm just saying what Joe said. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's a liar. It is what it is. The camera tells otherwise. I mean, he couldn't grip the ball. Anything. I've tried throwing a football without a thumb before. That's kind of what it looks like. You like hope you can get enough revs on it without your thumb, and then it's wet.
Mm-hmm. And then it goes this way instead of that way.
I'm gonna chalk it up to like 90% rain, and he probably got dinged up for about a drive.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Frozen Santori?
Ah!
There you are.
I'm here.
Okay.
I do think it was probably just a stinger for like a drive or so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still here.
Yeah. We can hear you.
Okay. Well, everybody's crackling on my end. I don't know what's happening. My computer's failing me after I said it never does that.
That's true.
But I think he's going to be far better.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He has a long track record of it. Even in his toughest, nastiest, grittiest games against Baltimore, he's put up good numbers.
And also, the weather's going to be beautiful Sunday, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yes, it's supposed to be.
Yep.
I did see, I think it was Sierra Hedwick.
Yeah.
It was on Twitter. I think it was her that said that Joe Burrow had all that hair getting in his eyes and he couldn't see where to throw the ball.
Sure.
And that's why he got it cut.
Hey, there you
I
go.
heard that and I started giggling.
So we do need to talk. No, not sleeper players yet. Take it off. Get that off there.
We're pretty close.
Turn those lights down. Bengal Dad,
Yeah.
you and Pork Chop are going to continue your newfound bromance together.
What are you talking about?
He is bringing Geta for me to cook at the tailgate Sunday.
There you go. Don't screw it up.
How do you screw? It's already cooked.
Don't screw it up.
You just heat it up.
Bring some ketchup.
We will bring ketchup. I'm going to throw it in the back. I still probably have a half a dozen condiments rolling in the back of James' truck somewhere. I never got all my food from last time.
Oh, that stuff's gone, done.
What? It's shelf stable. It's only been 6 months in the heat. Okay. Sleeper player of the week.
Want me to go first?
Yeah.
So, remember a couple of years ago, this one player, I know he's a backup and all that, but I thought this was so brilliant how we played Lamar, and I think he needs to be included a lot more, especially with all the speed going around. Akeem Davis-Gaither, when we beat the Ravens 40-18 that game, I thought we were going to get killed that game at Baltimore. The year won the Super Bowl when Chase just went off. Everybody just went off. But the one key thing we did was there was a lot of times defenses, what they screw up with Lamar is they'll have like a prevent defense. They'll try to blitz Lamar, but nobody's covering the middle of the field. But that's what Akeem Davis-Gaither did. His assignment was you just stay in the middle of that field if Lamar starts coming. I think Akeem Davis-Gaither needs to have a certain role in this game. That's just my opinion.
I like it. Let's go Santori this time.
I agree that they're going to have that role, but I think it's going to be a different player. But I'll leave it at that, because they kind of showed it a little bit against Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't do it a ton because it's not as dynamic of a running quarterback.
Right.
But it's Mike Hilton. They ran him a lot with cover one robber, kind of playing center field and a little bit of a spy, especially because Logan Wilson's banged up this week.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's probably still going to play, but sleeper player. I don't really know. I mean, the whole offense isn't. You can't really say any of them are sleepers, except for Irv, and he ain't gonna do shit. I've been an odd one. Give me Zeus.
Good.
Left tackle. Orlando Brown Jr., old team. Road grader. We're going to run behind him all day. Give me some Zeus love.
I like it.
Wow, there you go.
I like
Pork
it.
Chop's best friend.
Bengal Dad.
Well, he's one of the big three, but he's the least of the big three. I think Tyler Boyd becomes one heck of a safety blanket for Joe Burrow. And I think he cuts underneath quite a bit, makes a lot of big plays, has a little yak. I think he's going to be the key player of the player that you really wouldn't think would be the most valuable player of the game.
There you go.
Give me a stat line.
7 catches, 87 yards, 1 touchdown.
There it is. 15 fantasy points. Put it on a board.
I'm going to say Travion.
Clip it.
I'm going to say Travion because if they give the ball to Joe Mixon as much as I want them to, he's going to need a spell every once in a while. And I want to see Travion perform well behind him.
I want to see
He's gonna be
Travion
my-
run through a hole that he doesn't fall in his face.
Yeah, and he still turned it into three yards.
That's because the offensive line blew open a hole you could have drove a truck through.
Uh-huh.
Since I'm the one that said defense, can I throw in another offensive player?
Sure.
Absolutely.
All right, and I'll give you a stat line because I said this on Bruce. Irv Smith, if he can get me 5 receptions for 55 yards, I'll take it.
I don't know if he's going to do that this year.
You never know. I'll take it, though. Just give me those 3rd and 4s. Give me that big catch on 3rd and 4. Bengal Day, I kind of think the same thing with Tyler Boyd, which is not a bad one either. But Irv Smith, I think, could be a sleeper pick. I really think he could.
I want to write down these sleepers too. I want to so we can revisit this on Wednesday and see how wrong we were,
because we didn't do
or
super
Monday
last week.
We'll say, St. Tor, I'm always.
We'll revisit it on. We'll revisit this on Monday.
No, I'm not picking McPherson.
Yeah,
I'm okay if McPherson is the MVP of the game, though. That works for me.
Okay.
So Bengal Dad went with Boyd and gave us a stat line
Yes, he did.
of 7 catches. What'd you say?
87 yards
87 yards and a touchdown.
and 1 touchdown.
Big sexy Greg
Ooh.
said
5 for 55.
Swervin Irvin.
Mm-hmm.
5 for 55. Didn't you say defensive player as well?
Defensive player was Davis Gaither.
Yeah.
I didn't say any stat line.
Davis Gaither. Okay.
17 sacks for him.
Cincy James. Did you give yours yet?
Yes. Travion.
That's right.
No stat. .7 yards a carry. How about that?
4 point. He better have more than 3 carries. Jesus, that's a weird number.
I know.
He only has 2 carries. I can tell you they ended in a 7.
Right.
I got my wild card Powerball thing to throw in there, too.
Well, hold on. Who did I say? I said Zeus. Or Orlando Brown. We got OBJ versus OBJ in this game.
Uh-oh.
And then that's what I said, right? That's it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dad has a Powerball.
Wild card Powerball.
What's your
My-
Powerball?
My Powerball is the Bengals are going to successfully pull off a trick play inside the 5-yard line.
Cool.
Trick
for a
play
touchdown.
inside the 5.
It's going to be one of those plays where everybody says, "Oh, I can't believe he called that." And this time it's going to be, "What a call!" That's what's going to happen.
Like your
Like the thing to Trey Taylor or whatever that was.
no, that Trent Taylor. Jesus.
Taylor.
I was thinking more along the lines of the Super Bowl where Mixon threw a touchdown to T.
I mean,
I don't
it
know.
could be that. It could
I
be
don't
a
know if it was
special, It could be a fumble rooski.
But that one worked. He's saying,
It did.
or no, never mind. He's saying it will work. Never mind.
this will work.
All right,
This is
so-
a touchdown.
So we got our sleepers. We have the Bengal Dad Powerball. We'll create a new segment for that.
BDPB.
Bengal Dad Powerball, trick play inside the 5. OBJ, Travion for 4.7. Hakeem Davis Gaither. Irv Smith for 55 yards. Greg, lay off the pipe. And Tyler Boyd, 7 for 87 and a touchdown. Sorry, Greg. That sounded mean.
It's okay.
I'm not a Irv Smith fan right now.
No, it's fine.
I'm a Greg fan though, so we're gonna keep it up there.
All right, I'll take that.
Well, and you're such a Greg fan that next we're going to do Lutheranisms.
Lutheranisms.
So, you know what? I said to these guys in the chat, and they must. They did say that they're looking forward to hear this.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Well, so we'll start with the Ravens. Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker. I was thinking of that side dish where mainly your main course is the steak and the potatoes and all that, but you're getting that steak and potatoes, or in this case, at Red Lobster, the shrimp tastes like crap. That butterfly shrimp tastes like crap. But the kicker is like your little starter dish. It's not supposed to be much, but it's like that extra point that keeps kicking inside of you all the time. And these cheese biscuits, since the Ravens or since Maryland's a big seafood state, I went with Red Lobster. So Justin Tucker is a cheese biscuit. It just keeps kicking inside you. Keep kicking and kicking and kicking in you.
It's the Cheddar Bay biscuit.
Yes, exactly. I've actually made it myself, Santori, one time in the biscuit mix, and I must say I did a pretty good job too. I thought.
I've never had a Cheddar Bay biscuit.
What?
Nope.
Well, we're going to change that.
We've had this conversation before.
Oh, we did. Well, we're going to change that, Santori.
Okay.
I'll next time you invite me over to your house, I'll bring some over.
Okay, that's fair.
Cool.
Well,
all right,
we'll have
next
a tailgate
one.
for that one.
Next one, Jermaine Pratt. So, a lot of you don't know this, but one of my favorite restaurants is Midwest Barbecue.
Really?
Yes. In the Midwest Barbecue, there's the mac and cheese. There's the Grippo wings, the Uno wings, the G-Funk, the Jamar Chases, the Joe Burrow wing, all the main course ones. But Jermaine Pratt, I feel, does not get enough credit at times. When I was with my brother one time, he gets a certain side dish that I was like, never heard of this before. It was called brisket queso. I'm like, well, whatever, why not? Dude, I tried it. I loved it. It is one of the most underrated things to get. So if you're ever at Midwest, along with all the other good stuff, get the brisket queso. That is what I'm going to ask Tim and Nicole there to rename it the Jermaine Pratt queso.
You just got the owners on speed dial, man.
You got a funny quip for this one? Brisket queso?
Shoot.
I did one for the Cheddar Bay biscuit.
Hold on. For the brisket queso?
Yeah.
Jermaine
Pratt. Think of a good one for this.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
No, I was gonna say you could think of a good one for that. I figured you're usually good with these.
No, I wasn't thinking about it. I got put on the spot.
Well, you had like an hour or two to think about this.
Didn't think about it until like literally 43 seconds ago.
All right, fair enough.
Or 4.3 seconds ago.
Yeah, 4.7 seconds ago.
4.7.
All right.
Are you ready for week 2 picks?
Let's do this.
Yes! I've already got all mine written down.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. So, first one, Thursday Night Football, Vikings at Eagles.
I'm ready.
I'll go last. Or should I go first since I already have mine down? Give you guys a minute.
Probably go first.
Eagles!
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Eagles. All right, we're going for the sweep. This is where we always get screwed up. Here come the Vikings.
Yeah. Next, Raiders at Bills.
Bills.
It's got to be the Willies.
I'm going to go Bills as well. They might put a hurting on the Raiders.
Oh! Garoppolo from downtown.
Michael Mayer, your former high school rival.
Okay.
We don't talk about Bruno.
That's sassy. Next, Chiefs at Jags. That could be a good game.
Chiefs.
Jags.
I love it.
2.
I love it.
2 for these guys.
Owen who? 0-2.
0-2.
I'll go Chiefs.
All right. Here's where I start to catch you guys.
I like the pick.
No.
Chargers at Titans.
Chargers.
Go Chargers. Go. Packers, Falcons.
Go, Pack, go.
Falcons.
Where did I
Falcons.
put it? Hold on. Can't find the game. Help. There it is. What did we all say? I said Packers.
Falcons.
I'm going to say Falcons.
Oh, you think Desmond Ritter is going to continue that home
Desmond
streak?
Ritter, baby.
Hey, Desmond Ritter, home consecutive, buddy. Let's keep it going.
Oh, what?
Home consecutive wins. He's keeping it going.
All right.
Next, Seahawks at Lions.
Lions. Bite the
Lions.
kneecap off.
Lions.
I'm going to say Lions as well. I think they're going to get Jahmyr Gibbs even more involved this week.
The Gibbs train.
Mm-hmm. Choo-choo.
Yeah. Hey, I got to go Lions.
Look at the Detroit respect. Woo!
Sweeper Rooney
What
again.
year is it? 1943?
Oh, goodness. Whoops. There we go. Next, Colts at Texans.
Colts.
Colts. Two rookies going at each other. Two top rookie quarterbacks.
Houston.
Yeah.
I'm going Houston.
Whoa.
I'm going Colts.
Dad, you're either going to get buried or you're making a comeback. You pulled the goalie on this week. You're in cover 0 right now, sir.
Oh, no.
Bears at Bucks.
Buccaneers. Let's ride the Baker Mayfield comeback train.
I can't do it. I got to go Bears.
Bears.
I'm going Tampa.
Yeah, I think I'm going Bucks as well.
Hey, I'm a loner again. I like it.
So the old baseball matchup, Giants at Cardinals.
All right.
Okay. Giants. It's Giants.
I've got Giants in mind.
I'm sorry. It has to be Giants.
I think that the Giants are not going to go scoreless in this game like they did last week against the
What did the Cardinals do in week 1?
I don't know. They had a backup quarterback.
Anybody know who they played? What the score was? I don't know.
They played Washington and lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Giants.
I'm going Giants. G-Man.
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
San Diego Chargers.
Niners and Rams. Those pesky Rams are going
Niners.
to get beat by the Niners.
You know what, guys? Call me crazy. Rams.
Whoa.
You're crazy, Greg.
You're on the Puka Nakua train?
I'm just thinking what's his name?
Nakua.
What's his name is going to be Aaron Donald's going to be doing a Brock Purdy. I think he's going to be coming at him so hard.
For what it's, we do have a quick update. Going to the bottom 9, Reds have the lead 4-3.
Yeah.
Here comes Diaz.
No tombstone.
No tombstone.
We didn't tombstone it.
We did not
That's good.
tombstone. James has no idea what we're talking about. So, all right, this is one of the things that made us want to start this show. Quick story time. When we started the show, it was just supposed to kind of be Dad and I recording our phone call conversations because we thought it would be moderately entertaining. And it is! So, we got that right. One of the things that my dad used to always say, and still says, as he said it 3 times tonight, is he would call me up and just say, we could really use a couple more runs. And it got to the point that he would say it like every inning for like 8 years straight. That he was like, at one point he got real mad. He's like, just put it on my freaking tombstone. We could use a couple more runs. So it got to the point that he just says tombstone. And it just means the Reds could use a few more runs. Tombstone.
I like it.
Tombstone time.
So they didn't tombstone it.
They didn't tombstone it. That's always a problem. That could lead to our tombstone. Hopefully
Double
Diaz can put a good inning together here.
Well, it's 1-1. I don't know if I'm ahead of you or not.
You
I'm
are.
not even watching. I can't take it right now.
You're ahead of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep you updated.
Next
Just
one.
No walks, please.
I'll see what I can do.
We all picked this one, right?
We all took the Niners, I think. No, Greg
No,
took
Greg
the
took-
Rams.
The Rams.
Greg's the contrarian.
Crazy Greg.
Strike
Puka
2.
Nakua and Tutu Atwell.
Hey, we'll see who's laughing
Right
next.
now. Next, Zach Wilson versus Micah Parsons.
Next, Cowboys.
Yep.
Cowboys.
The
yeah,
boys.
Cowboys.
All 2.
Commanders at Broncos.
Broncos.
Ooh, you were quick with that.
Yeah, I got
I'm
Broncos.
sorry.
I guess I'll say Broncos. I don't know how good they are, but I'll say Broncos.
I'm going to say Broncos too. think Javonte Williams is going to have a big game. Now we're into some primetime games. Sunday night football, Dolphins at Patriots.
Dolphins.
I like that. I like that. Was that which one?
Yeah, that's what that was.
Okay. I'll take Tua.
I got the Dolphins.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go for 466 again, but
Listen, I got laughed at. Wait until the 100th round to take him as my fantasy quarterback, and that
I know. Santori, you had that was the steal of the week for you.
That's true.
No, I had Josh Allen. I was down by 1 point. My guy had the Bills kicker. I had 100% chance winning that game. So how do you think I feel?
Ball one.
Yeah.
Slider about 100 feet outside.
I just saw the strikeout. So I'm taking the Dolphins.
Strike one.
So
clean sweep on the Dolphins, huh?
Monday night football.
We got two of them this week. We got two Monday night games. I like it.
2 weeks in a row. We're gonna have it.
Ball two.
Nolans. I'm taking Nolans.
I also took the Saints.
I'm taking New Orleans.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Saints as well.
Clean sweep.
Hayden Hurst did score the only touchdown for the Panthers last week, if I remember right.
He did that for Cassidy.
Oh, by the way, speaking of former players, shout out
All
to
three.
Shout out to Jesse Bates for winning the defensive player, NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah,
Two
whatever.
picks, yeah. 2 picks.
Browns Steelers is my.
Monday night football game number 2. Browns.
Yes,
and
I'll say
Steelers.
Browns.
Can they both lose? Let's go tie. No, I'm kidding.
Why not?
I'm not picking a tie.
Strike two.
I want the Steelers, but it's going to be the Browns.
I'm taking the Steelers. I think their defense will be too much for the jackball
They
quarterback.
are out Cam Hayward. Keep that in mind.
I don't care. They're going to be blitzing him to death.
No, it's not going to happen.
I'm unfortunately taking the Browns.
I also took the Browns.
Yep. Bengal bad.
And then the one that we'll all be at,
Ball four.
Ravens at Bengals.
Hooday, Bengals.
Ravens at Bengals. I'm going to take the Bengals.
Bengals.
I'm only taking the Bengals because I'm a fan.
Yep.
My confidence is not there yet.
I did not take the Bengals. I'm sorry. I'm not ready for that.
I am. I'm ready to be heard.
I'm always
We
ready.
have a pinch runner in the game. Zach Short replaces Ibanez. So if this thing gets tied, they took out probably one of their best hitters.
Oh, wow.
Well, let's not let it get tied or fall behind. If you fall behind, that's a real problem.
It's
So
time for
man at first, one out.
Here's another Bengal dadism. It's time for a music ball.
Yes, it is.
Music balls are double plays. Because every time we hit one, we start the music and it's da 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 da, and we just do that until it's over.
Yeah.
Strike one. Foul ball. No, it's called strike. I can't read.
Darth, I
That's a
get it.
foul ball. Strike two.
Tyler, is he facing a left? I'm sorry, lefty or righty?
Righty.
Righty.
Okay. When he faces those lefties and the ball sails high and away, I get a little nervous. Righty, he should just keep hammering him with the sliders and hopefully
Well,
he'll swing
he's
and miss.
throwing a fastball and a slider.
If he's 0-2, he's got to waste a pitch or two.
Ooh, that first pitch, I just saw the first pitch. That was well outside, and they called it a strike.
They have it right
Well,
on the
use
black
it.
on this.
Use the umpire. Go! 2 outs.
I like that.
All right, here comes their best player with a runner on.
Don't tell me it's Carpenter.
No, it's Meadows.
He's not their best hitter.
I get him confused.
He's hitting 197.
Okay, I got him confused.
Do not walk Meadows. He's hitting 197.
Well,
That
I'll
would
tell
be
you what
bad.
happens.
That would be bad.
Ball one.
Left-handed hitter. Was it up and away?
No, it was middle cut but outside.
Okay.
Fastball, 94.4 just outside. James is going to tell me it's a foot outside when he sees it.
Not even there yet.
Okay.
All right, Bengal Dad.
Oh my God, a song.
He will always.
You've
act.
been dodging him for 6
I know
months.
I
Strike
have.
one. Strike one.
1-1.
Yep. Guy stole second. That's a problem.
That is a problem. But it's only a problem if he gives up a hit or an error. And what's the best kind of out in this situation if he hits the ball?
Pop up in foul territory.
Foul territory. If you drop the ball, nothing happens.
It's like we've had this rehearsed.
Just like the end of the World Series.
Okay, so Ellie missed the ball on the throw to second.
Uh-oh.
Would he have been out?
It would have been close. A lot closer than missing the ball.
Ball 2. Backdoor slider didn't quite get there.
He probably would have still been safe, but it was close.
In play outs.
Yes.
Let's make sure a run doesn't score. It could be both.
It could be both. It's probably not, though.
ATOBTTR.
Yeah, that one.
We won.
And this one belongs to the Reds.
Sir.
Line out to first. Couldn't make it any scarier.
2 behind the Cubs. That's the one I'm focusing on.
Who won the Cubs?
2.5.
We're 2 behind now.
We're 2.5 behind the Cubs.
No, we're 2 now.
We're 2.5.
2. 2 behind the Cubs.
Math.
And we got the tiebreaker on the Cubs. And we got the tiebreaker on the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
And who knows if we got the tiebreaker on the Marlins. That one's a crazy one.
Yeah,
That's division record for each team.
Yeah, we're 2 behind the Cubs. Math.
Yes, we are. Math.
I was gonna say ESPN hadn't updated yet, but yeah, it's gonna be 2.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Excellent.
And the Mets are up 7-0 over the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
In the 8th inning. We are going to be assuming there isn't an absolute catastrophic implosion on the Mets' part, which that's what they're known for in September.
Would be tied with the Diamondbacks, right?
It is now 7-1 as we speak. Holy hell, we need to shut up.
Hey,
Wouldn't that tie us with the Diamondbacks?
Yes, sir. We got the tiebreaker.
the Marlins are beating the Brewers right now 2-0.
We don't want that to happen. What inning is it?
7th.
Yeah.
But Milwaukee's got 2 on.
The Brewers got plenty of time to do what they always do.
Yeah, they got 2 on, 1 out.
My buddy just texted me, are you ready to jump in the river? It's known. I chug hot sauce and wear bikinis. It is what I do.
That's gonna.
It is not a proud life, but it is. Someone's got to do it. The world needs ditch diggers too.
Mom did suggest that Saturday night you wear that bikini.
Saturday night.
I think we ought to wear it at the tailgate.
Yeah.
Spray me with ketchup.
God, that would be awful getting into the game.
And we're going to need a couple wet naps after that one.
You'll get one moist towelette. That's it.
Yep.
One.
If you guys bring like a bucket of water and a couple towels, I'll do it.
No,
right.
I wouldn't dare do that to you at a tailgate.
I think we ought to just skip the ketchup and the mustard and just douse him with water.
In a bikini, just dump it.
We're just in the ice bucket challenge.
Ice bucket challenge in a bikini.
Yes.
I would say do it with Skyline chili, but that would take a lot of Skyline chili.
Look, I don't want to. That's a
expensive.
waste. That's a waste of chili, man.
And it's expensive.
It also looks like someone pooped on me. I'm not about
Why
that.
don't you just chug the Skyline chili in a bikini?
No, I don't want to throw up.
Yeah.
That stuff should not be chugged cold. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, there's less needles in Cincinnati, but the water's cleaner in Huntington. The Ohio River's like black. I think one of my favorite things, and Dad, I'm sure you've seen this. I don't know if you guys do. Another weird thing Dad and I always used to pay attention to, because we pay attention to the stupidest shit on the planet. Every Sunday growing up, before the Bengal game, they'd show that like aerial shot of Paul Brown Stadium with the river winding next to it. You could watch the guys in like the Fox truck slowly changing the color of the water of the river, because it would start brown, and by the time the overhead was finished, it was like crystal blue. It was like they're like, this thing is so gross. We need to change it on live television. They did it every game. We used to be like, how bright's it going to get this time?
Oh my gosh, I never noticed. I never paid attention.
Dad, please tell me I'm not lying on that. Like,
They would do it. They would color the water. They would do it.
I just never paid attention.
Oh my god, I watch the stupidest stuff.
I do.
I think I'm autistic. I don't know.
No,
I'm going to cut out of here. I'm
gonna
fired
say,
up.
my-
I may have to go get a UDF malt now.
Yes!
Yeah.
Ice cream.
That's probably a good place to stop anyway. Go Bengals. Hooday.
Who dat?
Filler!
And right into the stretch. Looking back and throws up the middle.